Get some nice little mic noises. Looking at your phone on like at the start of the show.
The world sucks.
Yeah.
Yep. Just
in other news, water wet.
Yes. Cynicism run rampant. My gut reaction, I was looking at Kotaku.
Hold on. Did you just open with the world sucks and your reason is people are too cynical?
No.
Because that's the most cynical shit I've ever heard.
No, that was
like cynicism squared.
No, that was a self-reflection on myself.
Oh, okay.
So I was looking at Kotaku. So a little
I'm sorry.
Yeah, a little backstory. We were talking about what we wanted to talk about today, Austin and I, just before the show started here. Bouncing some ideas back and forth. And one of pop culture things that are going on. Well, so I figured I'd take a gander at Kotaku just to see if there's any video game stuff going on. Well, one of their most recent headlines is Sony to address PS4 shortage by making more PS4 consoles.
Does it say PS4 shortage or PS5 shortage?
PS4.
Oh, then that's a wrong title.
Oh.
Because the I've read that story on other sites and it's Sony to address PS5 shortage.
Okay, so
by
that
making
actually
more PS4s.
That actually is what it is, but the other headline from the Google search bar was PS4 shortage.
Oh, okay.
PS4s.
Yeah.
And it was just translated wrong. But still.
Okay.
Why are they doing that?
So presumably they could get the components for PS4s easier.
Oh, so they can get the microchips for for those, but I can't get one for a Kia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like an 8-year-old
weak-ass
console microchip.
2013. My God.
And then those like the PS4 was kind of weak in 2013.
Was it?
Yeah. Like it was like, I don't know. Is there that much of a jump from PS4 or from PS3 to PS4?
No, and that's remember when that first came out in 2013, the PS4, we talked about that. They jump from non-HD to HD, 720 to 1080, or even 480 to 720 was huge. The jump from 1080i to 1080p was like, yeah, it's okay, but I'm not spending $600 for it.
Yeah,
whatever the retail for PS4 was,
400.
Okay.
And then the
Xbox
One was 500, and it came with the Kinect. I just remember the price reveal of the PS4 because the price reveal of the PS4 came a week after, or maybe not even a week. It might have been the same week. It might have been the E3. It might have been the next day.
I don't know. I was still floating high on that Microsoft Xbox One, press release.
I think the part of the reason why that Xbox One like sits in my memory so clearly is because the Sony one also does.
Oh,
because it was so pointed and like you can play back, like you can let your friends use your disc. Crazy, like they were very snarky about it.
Well, and that's how it goes too, right? It's gonna flip-flop back and forth as long as there's two major video game console producers. So you don't count Nintendo. You can't. They're always
they're doing weirdo shit.
Yeah. So as long as you have the mainstream ones either being, Microsoft or Sony, they just go back and forth. So it went 360. That easily won that generation.
Yep.
Even though the PS3 sold more consoles.
I was gonna say, I don't know if it won the generation. It just it started so strong
domestically. I would think. I think more people owned a 360 in the United States.
Oh, it could be. I'm gonna look that up.
Sure.
Keep talking.
But
finish your point.
And then it'll flip flop, and then it went back to the PS4 because they did, some good stuff, and they were kind of tongue in cheek about it, and had to had to win the popular vote per se. And now I would say it's kind of going back the other way.
Yeah.
I don't quite see it as
Although-
much in this generation. So you get a lot of people that, had a PS4 and they stuck with a PS5, right?
Well, I think the difference is, and why you might not see that, the back and forth as much, is you can play all of your PS4 games on your PS5.
Can you play Xbox One games on a?
Yes, but if you went, you're not going to go from Xbox One to PS5 or vice versa, because you can't bring your library with you. If that makes sense.
No, I get it. I guess the other thing is too is I've yet to seen a PS5 out in the wild, like at a store. I saw an Xbox, a Series X. I still get the names messed up.
Well, the PS5 is outselling the Series X.
Sure, I guess that makes sense because I saw an Xbox at a store and it wasn't bought yet.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
To be fair, Xbox hasn't had a Series X exclusive.
What about Halo? Is that
it's still on the One.
Played on. Oh, that's right.
There's nothing you can.
I can wind up my 2013 Xbox One.
2 games you can play only on Series X.
Oh, well, that was kind of how.
I think the Medium, which is like a 40 on Metacritic. I
don't know what you're saying. I don't know what that is.
The Medium it's made by Bloober Team.
Well, it makes sense that that's a middling ground with a name like that.
A Bloober Team?
No, the Medium.
Oh, the Medium. Oh, yeah,
I get that it's probably about like a psychic or something, but
yeah, and it's I don't know. It looks like crap. It's from the people who made it's the horror game with like the painting as the
Bendy and the Ink Machine. Yeah.
Thank you. That's not it. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, Bloober Team not the best. And that's the only game I can think of. Jose Pio gets
well, when he's not Facebook stalking, he's probably playing NHL Hits.
No, he's just stalking us on our show. Thanks.
It's one of my favorite games. NHL Hits Pro. Had it for the PS2. Ooh,
yeah. So this is what Xbox needs to do to come back, is bring back NHL and NFL.
Is that according to the Latino voice?
The Latinx community. Yeah.
I was just spit my beer all over the camera. Yep.
So anyway, so my point being, like PS5,
nailed it.
PS5, I don't think people are going to go from PS4 to Series X. One, because Series X has no exclusives. There's nothing getting people in the door.
I guess. I don't know. I want to play Halo, and I don't want to play it on my 2013 Xbox One.
Well, so, okay. In that scenario, I guess people who understand like frame rates and resolutions, they get Series X, because Series X runs everything at 4K 60.
Sure. I am so disappointed in Microsoft with the Series S, right? The all digital model. Because I'm all for it. I kept seeing those even a few months back, pre-Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, maybe I'll just get one, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I got little kids now. I can't have discs flying around everywhere.
Sure.
No dicks flying. And the all digital thing, I'm like, I don't love it, but for $200 less. But no, it's complete. It's crap.
Yeah, it's worse. I watched a video from worse. I watched a video from Digital Foundry the other day.
Yeah.
Which have you watched Digital Foundry?
No.
They're great. They really go into like the tech of how like all these things work.
Oh, okay.
And they did a comparison video of Series S and Xbox One X.
And they're probably pretty similar.
Yeah, the One X was better in some areas.
Oh, no kidding.
Like the One X produced more 4K games.
No
but
kidding.
A lot of times it would be at like 30 frames per second, whereas the Series S was more like 1440p games at 60 frames.
Now, and I don't understand why they did that. I mean, I understand it from a business standpoint, right? It's cheaper to produce.
Mm-hmm.
But why?
Series S is selling. Like, people see a $300 new console, that will have all the new games, and they just go, okay. Like they
Yeah.
don't, if people don't understand what, how this stuff, like if you hear 4K 60 and you have no idea what that means, then you get a Series S. You probably won't care.
2 numbers in a letter. I get you.
Right.
Yeah. You know what that means. I know what that means.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's,
okay. Well,
and like as a secondary, so let's say you just want to play Halo, but you're a PlayStation gamer. For the most part, you want to play God of War, Ratchet and Clank. I don't know, fucking whatever else PlayStation has, all the PlayStation brands.
yeah.
But and then you just like, oh man, I kind of want to play Halo. And you see a $300 Series S with Game Pass, and you're like, oh, that also has a bunch of other stuff that I kind of want to, like just try out. Game Pass has so many games that like $300, and you pay for the subscription, then you just try stuff out. Like it is a good value,
Sure,
for
I guess
certain people.
But I think it has to be half the price of a Series X for me to even care.
So I think what you're saying is Sony is doing better with that because they have a $400 digital only one. That's the same. It's a PS5.
It's the same thing, right? Which I think even them doing that has thrown people off because now they look at Microsoft and they say, well, this is the same thing. Also, then let's just get this out in the open. The naming from Microsoft sucks so hard.
Sure. Like PS5 makes sense. And you have 2 SKUs. You have PS5 disc version,
sure,
and PS5 digital version.
Well, and I'm well versed in this. I know what's going on. I know what is happening. I know what the consoles are, and I get them messed up all the time.
Of course.
I don't know what a X1, what I sound like an old person. I age myself about 60 years.
Well, they went from Xbox One S and One X to Series S and Series X.
Right. So I don't know. And they don't look incredibly different. Like they are if you sit and look at them.
Yeah.
But to a glance, I'm like, man, they're boxes. They're just square boxes. They're VCRs.
Well, particularly the Series S looks exactly like the one.
Right.
The One S, the One X, and the Series S all look the same.
The other one's a little.
The Series X,
a tall cube.
Right. Like it has like a tower.
But still, I don't know where we're going with this or why this got. Oh, because so I guess Sony's idea is that they're going to make more PS4s.
Oh, yes.
To offset PS5 demand. And I think that's spot on. I think there's enough people out there that don't have a PS5 that still have a considerable PS4 backlog. There's tons of great games. And like we were talking about earlier, there's not a huge jump from PS4 to PS5 as far as graphical fidelity.
No. Though, I will say, I think the jump from PS4 to PS5 might be bigger than the jump from PS3 to PS4.
I don't think so.
I did.
You remember Killzone Shadowfall?
I do.
Yeah, that was huge. That was such a better. It wasn't a good game, but it looked better.
It doesn't. Killzone 3 looks really good.
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay, I don't Killzone 3 is still sharp as fuck.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I guess it also depends on what you're playing on. Because remember, you could output a PS3 through 480.
Yeah.
You can't do that with a PS4.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, only HDMI cables.
Right. You can set it to
480. Listen, you pretentious snob.
I have a 480p TV. I've done that.
480i.
Oh, okay.
Let's be clear.
Yeah.
Jerk. Nobody knows what you're talking about.
Look, the PS5 still supports 1080i as a resolution.
Well, yeah, some people bought TVs in 2006 and they still want to use them.
Yeah. So, it's a very specific, HD CRT is the only reason you should use 1080i if you have an HD CRT.
Yeah, good Trinitron or something.
Which I still have one in my garage.
I do too.
But this the Xbox One and Series don't support 1080i.
No,
they do 720p.
Huh. Did you see they came out with a new Five Nights at Freddy's game?
What?
I was trying to think about what was going on in video games, and
is that out, the new Five Nights?
Yeah, it came out a little bit ago. This is the first one without Scott Cawthon at the helm.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, a while ago, because he retired because he's a Republican.
Yeah.
Essentially, that's the story in a nutshell. The creator of Five Nights at Freddy's retired because his donations got leaked. And
Oh, that's right.
he did donate to Tulsi Gabbard, who's a Democrat, but she is the most sensible Democrat I've ever heard in my entire life, meaning she's not really a Democrat.
No.
And then donated to Republicans. And he's never shied away, Scott Cawthon, from saying what it is, but he's also not political, so he doesn't really care. But anyways, a new game came out, Security Breach.
Oh, that's right. I remember they kept putting that trailer for those in every like Sony state of play or you know like those like press things.
You're not a fan of the games. I'm not a fan of the games either. But I will say, even not being a fan of the games, I watched a couple of the reviews of it and just some vanilla gameplay. I think they need Scott Cawthon back. It's so disappointing. I think the story's done. It's basically wrapped up. As far as the original Five Nights at Freddy's, because a lot of people care about Five Nights at Freddy's. It's all of a sudden it was only just 4 or 5 years ago. Not even 4 years ago that it started. He was putting out like 2 games a year. Five Nights at Freddy's 3 and 4 came out in the same year.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Oh, dude, worked.
Yeah. Yeah. And this new game is just abysmal.
I'm sure.
It got decent enough reviews. But it's just not scary. It's basically a first person game, and you can move. Whereas the appeal to the other ones was that it was basically
you were like stuck in an
like
office.
a point and click.
Yeah.
And they had kind of did something like that with Five Nights at Freddy's VR, but no, it wasn't good. And if you ever need to know what's going on in Five Nights at Freddy's, all you got to do is just go to Game Theory and watch those videos. Because he's made like 48 videos on it.
But that's just a theory.
Oh God,
a game theory. I don't like that channel.
Oh, see, I'm in the opposite boat. I actually do. I enjoy it. It's very.
He stretches.
Ooh,
oh boy, he is doing yoga with those stretches.
Yeah. That Matt Pat there. You know what? But good on him.
Yeah,
I don't care. He's making a living doing YouTube videos. You know what I do want to talk about though today, and this kind of ties into it, talking about how Matt Pat from Game Theory stretches dialogue and it's just kind of vanilla. I want to talk about YouTube, and I think the incoming downfall maybe is the right word
of YouTube
of YouTube as a platform.
Okay.
And I think this has been kind of impending for a long time because with all of the restrictions that they've got out now and what you can talk about, what you can't talk about, who they choose to censor and who they don't choose to censor. The conversation's been there for a long time on moving to another platform, but now I actually think platforms are starting to gain traction. You look at like Rumble, which is actually, and then everything that's been going on with Steven Crowder, how he came back to YouTube and he's temporarily unsuspended is what he said, which made me laugh because that's basically what it is. He's on YouTube for a couple more days and then they'll decide to suspend him again.
Sure.
And then you get guys, I don't know if you ever watch like The Quartering. Well, The Quartering, when he makes videos, he makes tons of videos a day, right? He knows the YouTube game so well, he won't say words like kill.
Okay.
Or
sent to another dimension.
Basically, yeah. He self-censors himself so that he doesn't get demonetized or whatever, which I mean, good on him. He knows how to do it, but it's kind of off-putting when I watch the video. I like the guy. I think his videos are great, but what a stupid thing to have to do.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's all ridiculous.
He was talking about the Kyle Rittenhouse update. He goes, there's an update in the Kyle trial.
Yeah.
he wouldn't say Rittenhouse because that was a buzzword that YouTube had got him on.
We just got kicked off YouTube.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But I see that, and I see that kind of pervasive censorship or self-censorship in YouTube. And I think it's going down. I think you're going to see, and you've already started to see more people move towards like Rumble. And I don't know that YouTube will ever go away, but I know I'm a little disenfranchised with it. And I'm not a creator or any whatever the hell you want to call those people.
I am the thing that disappoints me the most about YouTube recently is the dislike button.
Well, yeah. And we talked about that a little while ago too.
Yeah. I
spoke at length with Lavelle about it a few weeks ago as well. And yeah, how am I supposed to know what's a good DIY video now?
Yeah, exactly. Because like, okay, it has X amount of likes. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
that doesn't help.
Now I'm basically Sherlock Holmes when I watch a YouTube video. I'm like, all right, how many views does it have? How many likes does it have? I can't see the dislikes, but I can figure this out. So if it has 10,000 likes, and then how many comments? And it's like a formula. I've got to put the numbers in.
Right. You have your own algorithm.
Yes. To try to figure out what's a good video or not. And now, like, I won't watch new channels because I'm like, well, I don't have time to figure out if this is a good channel or not.
For sure.
I don't trust. I don't want algorithm. I just want what I search for.
Yeah.
In that moment, I don't want. Like I looked up how to like cut door jams. Like months ago.
So you like door jams, huh?
I still get them. I still get their videos.
Why would you search for door jams if you don't want door jam videos?
I don't know. I needed more, I guess. And you know what? They'd almost gone away, and then I clicked one like 3 weeks ago.
You fool! I see how it is. You only like door jam videos once every 6 months. Yeah. Very well. We'll keep them in your rotation just in case.
I don't want that.
Just in case.
You know what I've been doing lately is I've been going to like a Goodwill or the thrift stores, and I just buy books.
Yeah,
I'm going off the grid. I'm already barely on social media.
So you're not going to read these books now. You're just going to read them when the apocalypse happens.
Yeah. Well, like I could DIY my entire house up, down, sideways. Oh,
are they do yourself books?
Yeah. Yeah. They're not like I don't know who's a notable author these days. Stephen King. He's still kicking.
Charles Dickens.
Yeah, Chucky.
Yeah.
Chucky Dick.
Oh, good old Chucky Dick. I do like a good Chucky Dick.
I got a good joke for you.
Okay, go on.
What weighs less, a gallon of butane or a gallon of milk?
What weighs less?
Yeah. What weighs less, a gallon of butane or a gallon of milk?
I would think butane, but I don't know.
Well, yeah, butane because it's lighter fluid.
I'm out. I actually really like that. That was really good.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. That's my dad joke of the day.
I love it.
You can take that one. You can use it.
Hey, look,
I certainly wasn't the first person to use it, so I claim no copyright on that. And YouTube can't either.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and that's what got me the other day too. I just watched a farewell video from. This is so lame, but I'm gonna say it anyways. There's a guy that makes like trap dubstep remixes of Dragon Ball Z songs, and
well, hold on, like Faulkner.
No. This is a guy that like he'll remix the music, but have the scenes like over the top of them or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So it's somewhere between like it's a scene from the show and it's a remix of a song.
But is it the US songs or is it the Japanese?
A little bit of both.
Oh, okay.
Like it's usually seen. So like my favorite one is the Gohan Kamehameha there against Cell. Mm-hmm. He redid one of those and it's freaking good. Yeah. And he did it years and years ago.
I don't remember what song was playing in that scene.
Well, he kind of makes his own music, but then he uses the dialogue, the audio.
Oh, there you go.
So he's got the voice actors. It's cool. but he's been copyright stricken so many times that he's like, I'm just done. I'm done.
Sure.
And I'm like, that sucks. He's got probably 100 different scenes from Dragon Ball. I'm like, this is kind of cool.
That's what killed the abridging community.
Right. Yeah, all of that. It's stupid. And it is fair use. No matter how you cut it, it is protected under fair use, but these creators, they're not going to fight that.
Yeah. No, right. They don't have
Like,
Toei lawyers.
That's just dumb.
Yeah.
So I think YouTube's slowly
killing itself.
Yeah. I think it's eating itself from the inside out.
Yeah.
I think you're going to start to see people either just leave, like my, nerdy Dragon Ball Z dubstep guy.
Yeah.
Or people are going to be forcibly censored, or you get guys like I said, like the quartering who will just have to self-censor themselves so much that they're basically just saying nothing.
Yeah.
Which again, fine. I still understand what you're talking about, but when you have to pause every 3 seconds to, you can't say suicide, you can't say murder, you can't say kill, you can't say death, you can't say transgender, you can't say any of that.
Well, I think what we're going to be left with is just like a shell of just like super corporate, like basically the nerd crew, but unironic.
Yeah.
It's
not a good thing.
It's not a good thing.
No.
Well, I mean, because that's like why they got rid of the dislikes. It's just, got to protect those corporate.
Well, yeah,
interests.
because
you got Infinite Warfare getting, so many dislikes.
The CNN videos that would get just ratioed to all hell.
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
It's still be on the trending tab.
Yeah. 30,000 dislikes to like 800 likes.
But Colbert, number 1.
Trevor Noah's funny, guys. He's
I
don't you fucking bite your tongue. No, he was never funny.
I don't know. I had laughed at something he said at some point.
I laughed at Trevor Noah. He's not funny. Stephen Colbert, definitely not.
And again, I don't know that he was always so not funny. Like Colbert Report era Colbert, I think was a different guy.
Probably. I see Trevor Noah now ever since the pandemic started, right? That he was like doing it in his closet with his fucking hoodies on. I can do a podcast in a hoodie because nobody gives a shit. You're on national TV.
Thanks to our one viewer.
Yeah. So yeah, right.
Oh,
Besides me.
Yeah, Jose Pio. That's it.
So
we do a show for Jose Pio.
That's
you
fine.
can do it in a hoodie.
I'm a retroactive podcaster. People listen to me while they shower in the morning.
Oh yeah. This for you.
Lather, rinse, repeat.
Get it in there.
Yeah. But you get Trevor Noah, who's just awful. Just awful.
Yeah, he's no good.
And you're doing your television show and your orange hoodie. Get a suit like a goddamn adult.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put a suit on. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong
Well,
with
actually, here we go. Let me pull the liberal string on that. Well, actually, a suit's kind of like a uniform, and a uniform's meant to oppress you.
What?
Yep.
Oh God. I hate everything you just said.
Yeah. Well, my opinion's not my own.
Oh, you stole it from Crowder? All right, I don't know.
No. I don't actually agree with a lot of the stuff Steven Crowder says, but I enjoy him enough, and he's funny.
Yeah.
And Dave Landau's hilarious.
I don't know who that is.
Well,
I don't watch enough like Crowder or that.
Well, I don't either because it's not on YouTube very often.
Right.
So
like I watched a bunch of those like change my mind videos.
Oh yeah.
Like a while back.
They're excellent.
They're good.
But I appreciate Steven Crowder for what he does.
Yeah. He's got a purpose. He's doing his thing.
And you know what? There's not a lot that he says that you can't objectively look at and say, hey, I either see where he's coming from or it objectively makes sense. They usually fall into one of those two categories.
Sure.
And Lord knows CNN doesn't do that.
But Talking about
ABC News.
Don Lemon. Don Lemon doesn't.
Lemon.
Don Lemon.
Wonder if him and Juicy are hanging out. Juicy Smollier.
It's really funny you brought that up before I brought up the picture.
Oh my god!
Or actually, you might have brought you brought that up without seeing that I had brought up that picture.
Yeah, that was a genuine. Yeah. Well, I associate him and Don Lemon and Trevor Noah all in the same conglomerate.
That's racist.
Well, I can grow a better fro than they can.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
I've done it.
Yeah. Yeah, that picture that Jose
found.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have that?
And he was going, no, I should have. I'll have it for
Jose's show.
For Jose's show.
That's the topic of discussion, I guess.
I guess with the Gates police chief.
Fuck yeah. Woo! I wonder if because he's the guy that we're talking to on Politically Correcting tonight. He's been with the Gates Police Department for a long time. I wonder if when the whole Grease police thing happened, if he was like, well, fuck, I'm glad I'm not over there.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
You remember how crappy Gates Police not Gates Police, Grease Police. Do you remember that whole debacle?
Oh, absolutely.
They became a meme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like when I worked at Walmart.
Yeah.
And the only thing the lifers held on to was like, hey, at least I don't work at Hudson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you were at the one, can I say it?
Yeah, I was at the Webster one.
At the Webster one before it was
the Super Center,
a Super Walmart.
Yeah.
It was, and this was not that long ago. For anybody that doesn't know, because this is a globally syndicated podcast.
Yeah.
There was a Walmart that wasn't. If you know of a Walmart that's not a Super Walmart, still, I want to know about it. I want to know about it. But this was one of the last non-super Walmarts.
Yeah.
Regular Joe Schmo Walmarts. There's actually the one over in the far side of Greece is not a super Walmart.
Wow.
Yeah, but that one's not near as scary as this one was, because this one, the one in Webster that was off of Baytown, that was way set back.
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah, don't go back there. That's Walmart. That's scary. It was from the era of like the smiley face stickers.
Yeah.
I don't think they have greeters anymore.
I don't think so. Because
Yeah.
greeters would get annoyed when people would walk out stealing carts of things.
Well, yeah, especially in California where it has to be, more than $1,000.
Oh,
or is that New York? Could be New York too.
It will be New York.
Yeah.
Because every time California does anything, New York follows suit shortly thereafter.
People talk about, the impending civil war all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to secede from New York City.
It's just specifically New York City.
Yeah, like upstate New York. Like, I don't care about the national level anymore. I really don't, because it just depresses me to think about or care about. But what I do care about is the fact that we, meaning New Yorkers, technically have one of our members of Congress as AOC. Granted, it's New York City, but it's still from New York.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that. We should change that.
Get rid of them.
Yes, secede. Well, no, I don't care. I don't care. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is the best thing for Republicans. Because she's so awful. Well, and she came out and said that, the reason that Republicans don't like her is because, they just want to sleep with her.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
As my dad says, girl, you're a soft 6 at best.
There we go.
Oh,
Republicans are mad because they can't date me. There she is.
I'm not perverted. I'm just Italian.
Oh yeah. Hang on. Let me get this.
Hey, I just copped a feel.
Whoa. There you go. Let everybody else see.
I'm fairly certain that one is photoshopped.
Well, did one with her eyes?
Has to be.
I don't know. She might have made that face.
The bug eyes. Look at those things. Man, they would pierce your soul.
Yeah. Well, you're just mad because you can't date her.
She looks good compared to Nancy Pelosi.
Oh, sure.
And
yeah, when she's sitting in like Congress, like, oh, she's pretty good looking.
Yeah, well,
it's
so what it's called is the cheerleader effect, and it goes both ways.
Yeah, right.
You can have a moderately, a decent average looking person in a group of like fugly people.
Yeah, right.
And you're like, whoa. Or you can have like a good looking person in a group of like really good looking people. And you're like, that is an ugly bitch.
Right.
She is the latter, or
Yeah,
rather the former.
Yeah.
No, her personality takes her down at least 6 points. She's just awful.
Whoa. Sorry, we had to enter the matrix for a second.
Maybe she'll come be mayor of Rochester.
But you're already done with Malik?
Well, what's he done?
Has he even been inaugurated?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't care. I don't live in Monroe County, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
To me. No,
Jeez,
I don't know. It's nice
give
to
him a minute.
Well,
literally a minute.
I support him just because now I don't have to see Lovely.
That's true.
And
that's true.
Hey, lying ass.
I've met Malik. He is less abrasive than
off-putting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd think as a politician that you know how to, have a public face.
You would think so.
Yeah. She doesn't.
No.
And I've met people that really like her, people that I actually respect, and I just look at them and I'm like, well, why?
Okay, but why though?
So, and actually that's funny. The why, and I've asked people this, the why is always, well, my grandma knows her, or my mom went to church with her, or something like it's connected.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's never like, well, she's done a lot of good for the city.
No.
I really believe in her policy and her stand-up moral character. No, my mom went to church with her. That's always what it is. It's something like that. The one degree of separation that it's like, well, we know her and she's kind of in our social circle, so we can't not like her. Or people that are so wrapped up in political identity in that she's a black woman. Oh, kind of like Joe Biden saying that it was definitely going to be a woman. Why don't you just pick the best person?
Yep.
It's racist.
Sexist.
Yeah.
Yep.
All of the above.
Yep.
Start it over.
So, yep.
Start it over.
Society, the world, burn it all down, start again.
Yep. Start again.
Yep.
I
agree.
Well, that's what the last Matrix movie was about that, 4 people saw.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Bombs pretty hard.
It did. Well, it's on HBO Max. Why would you go see it?
That's true. It's not like because the Matrix is kind of a spectacle thing, or it used to be.
Sure.
It's not anymore. Because who cares?
I think the reason why No Way Home, did crazy numbers at the box office
is a decent movie.
It's a decent movie, and it's not available for streaming.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's only in theaters.
That's true.
And so, yeah, if No Way Home was on Disney Plus day one,
yeah,
even if it was in that whatever tier, the $30 tier, where they you pay an extra $30 to watch it at home.
Sure.
I still think people would have been like, okay.
Did you see, speaking of movies, did you see the 355?
Excuse me?
Yeah, exactly.
The fuck did you just say to me? I don't know what that is.
Nobody else does either. It came out on January 7th. It's basically the all-female Expendables. Bombed.
What?
Bombed at you can't say that on YouTube anymore either.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Tanked.
What? It's a gray area word.
It flopped?
Yes, absolutely. Big old belly flop. Body shaming. Body shaming.
Sorry. Dick flop. Oh, jeez.
We're not talking about Betty White yet.
Because wait, dick flop? Yeah.
No, but the 355, I don't know anything about it. I didn't even know. This is how little good press it got. I heard nothing about it.
Yeah, I'm
and it's basically an all females Expendables. Took $75 million to make.
Ooh, look
And-
at that
and it's-
26% tomato meter.
It's the movie that Hollywood says you want.
Yeah, man. It's got Jessica Chastain.
Whammon. Lot of them. All whammon.
Lupita Nyong'o.
It's got spiral kicks. It's got dynamite
And-
blowing up
Oh,
things.
it's got Fan Bingbing in it. Wow. Third build? Fan Bingbing? The fuck is a Fan Bingbing?
As Lehman Chang.
Oh no.
Got to get that Chinese dollar.
I guess.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, definitely from China too. You know what?
Possibly.
I just looked her up. Good on her. She's 40. She looks good. She looks better than Ocasio-Cortez there.
Ew.
I mean, I might be seeing pictures from 20 years ago because she's from China and I'm on Google. So
who is Simon Kinberg?
are you just on a, is this visible here?
No.
Oh, okay.
I can.
Austin's on a Wikipedia deep rabbit hole right now.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure like, oof. Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
He's the director of the Dark Phoenix movie.
Well, so this movie came out
Oh.
January 7th. And it's really just bombed. It's not good. It's got everything that, like I said, Hollywood tells you that you want. Strong, independent women who don't need no man.
Well, like there's probably a way to do that movie good, but don't get Simon Kinberg to write it.
No, there's not.
X-Men: The Last Stand,
Ooh,
Triple X State of the Union,
hell yeah, Vin Diesel.
Fantastic Four, the 2015 one, X-Men
Sorry.
Apocalypse.
Threw up in my mouth a little.
Oh my god, sorry, this guy's woof. This is terrible.
He wrote a bunch of Star Wars Rebels.
Star Wars Rebels isn't good.
No, it's not as good as Clone Wars.
It's not as good as Clone Wars.
No, it's definitely not.
Um,
I bring it up because I didn't even know that movie came out all up until like 2 hours ago. And I'm looking at it like, what is this? I heard nothing about it leading up to it.
Yeah.
That's a movie that, whereas the opposite of Spider-Man there, I think that needed to just go to streaming.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, I think there's a couple movies that do it right. Spider-Man No Way Home did it right.
Yep.
And I don't know that history will be kind to Spider-Man No Way Home. I think people are, I'll say it now just so I have it said, because I've had this thought recently a lot about Spider-Man. I don't think it will be remembered. I think it will be remembered fondly, and then about 5 years from now, it won't be as good as it was now. Somehow, some way.
I think I disagree. I think it's a good movie. I think it's legitimately good. I
think there's some ass pull to it. It's quite a bit of ass pull.
But there are good movies with ass pull.
No, that's fine.
The Dark Knight has ass pull.
Oh yeah.
Like so let's not that does not preclude it from being an enjoyable movie.
I heard a theory, not a
game theory.
Shut the fuck up. I heard a theory about the Dark Knight that talks about how the Joker is the good guy.
No.
Hear me out.
Okay.
Who else rid Gotham of all of the mob bosses and basically cut them off at their knees? Batman didn't do it.
But he did.
No, he didn't.
That's the start of that's why the Joker got brought in.
No, no. See, what the Joker did.
The Joker burned them alive, which is a different thing.
No. So the Joker, remember when he meets with the mob bosses at the first time?
Right. They're meeting because they were cut off at the knees.
They ask him, well, how much you want? And he goes, half. And he knows that Lau, the accountant there, has taken all the money, and he goes, Batman's got no jurisdiction.
Right.
He'll find him and he'll make him squeal.
Right.
Yeah.
Which Batman did.
Yeah, which he did, the Joker knew he would do.
Yeah.
He brings Lau back, and now the Joker's got all of their money. Because then the Joker steals that money, because now he knows where Lau
Uh-huh.
is. He gets thrown in jail with Lau, gets that, and now the mob has no money.
But no, the mob. There's the Joker only burns half.
No, he burns it all.
No, he says I'm only burning my half.
Oh, well,
He says that.
he doesn't give it back.
I don't know who he would give it back to.
I think he's
Harvey Dent kills as many mob people though.
right, but that's the whole thing is that now Harvey's his ace in the hole. So
right, because the Joker killed his girlfriend.
But if you're
and
looking,
burns him in half.
Yeah, well, the Joker did some crappy things. I'm not saying he was a good guy. I'm saying he's the protagonist, and he actually did more to help Gotham than Batman or the police did. I think if you look objectively and you weigh it out, you put it on the scale.
Guys, I think the end result, Batman was on his way doing that.
No, he would fight like one or two guys. You see it at the beginning. He's taking out like one guy.
No, because he has the mob on the run at the start of the movie.
No, see
he gets Lau first.
No, but that's the whole point because he goes, oh God, I had the thought. He's talking to who's he talking to? No, Batman can't. That's right. So he's talking about Harvey Dent. Christian Bale there. He's talking about Harvey Dent, and Harvey Dent is the one. He goes, I can't do it, Alfred. He's talking to Alfred. I can't do it. We need a real hero in Gotham. We need somebody that can actually do it.
Yeah.
And then Harvey kind of gets, some of the guys thrown in there with the Harvey Dent thing, whatever. Gets a couple of them thrown in because Batman he can do one at a time, but he can't do this grand scale thing. You look at what the Joker did and how he cut off their resources. He basically played them like a fiddle. And I think if you look objectively at what the Joker did as far as ridding Gotham, the seedy underbelly of Gotham, of its crime waves, I think he did more than Batman does. Yes, he's the Joker, and he's okay.
I disagree.
Watch it again.
I just watched it
okay, watch it again. Watch it again, thinking about who does more for Gotham.
No, because
who does more?
Batman already at the start of the movie.
What good does Batman do for Gotham in The Dark Knight?
But he gets the Joker, who's doing more damage than anyone else.
To who?
A hospital.
But
Harvey Dent.
How about
his girlfriend?
How about when he goes looking?
The Joker does more harm than any other character in that movie.
I don't think so.
Who else commits a crime in that movie?
What? Well, all the mob bosses.
Because my stance is that in this universe, Batman has already done more good.
Yeah, but I'm saying in this movie.
Right. So in this movie, who commits a crime besides the Joker?
Well, Batman. Batman commits multiple crimes.
That's true.
And so does all of their henchmen and all of the mob bosses.
Who murders the most people?
Not great people.
So you can't go murdering people.
Yeah, but he says it when he's dangling from the skyscraper there. You think I'd lose the soul of Gotham in a fist fight with you? He's fighting for the soul of Gotham. Yeah. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying it's something to think about next time you watch the movie.
Right, but he's not trying to save the soul of Gotham.
I don't know.
He's trying to corrupt it. That's the boat experiment.
The
boat. He thinks he's trying to save the soul of Gotham with the boat experiment.
I think he's a psychopath, and I think he's a messed up, maniacal
he's a sadist
person. I don't know.
That's why he kills people with knives.
He's trying to show. Well,
he kills people with knives for the fun of it.
He doesn't. Not in the movie.
Yes, he does. He kills Gamble.
He doesn't kill him.
Yes, he does.
No, he breaks.
The "Why so serious" speech.
He
kills that guy with a knife.
Does he?
Yes.
Does he though?
Yes. The guy drops.
Oh yeah. Well, he's a shitbag. That's right. He's one of the mob bosses.
He is.
Yeah. So, Batman didn't do that.
No, you're right. Batman didn't murder somebody with a knife for the fun of it.
Yeah, but I think, who knows if it was for the fun of it? You can't. I would say
he literally says, I do it with knives because I enjoy, because you get to savor it.
You really take anything that the Joker says at face value. He says it himself.
When he's talking about psycho shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
And he does it.
What about when he
with a smile on his face?
Okay, so he killed a mob guy. I would say if you look up that objectively, yeah, it's not the right way to do it, but it did more benefit for Gotham than it did.
No, because he just took over that guy's gang.
Sort of. He got his henchmen, and he actually only got one of them.
Yeah, because he made the other ones kill each other in a sadistic.
Well, don't be in a mob.
I can't defend the Joker in this movie. The Joker is the bad guy.
I'm not saying he's not a bad guy, but I'm also not saying that he helped Gotham more than he hurt it.
No, because he fucking corrupted Harvey Dent.
Nope.
Specifically,
yes,
to fuck with the city.
But no, he did it so that there's this lasting image of Harvey Dent as a good guy.
But Batman did that.
Knowing that Batman would go in, he got rid of Batman. He cast the light of Harvey Dent as a good guy. Look at from Batman.
The Joker did not know.
Batman Begins to The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Gotham's in turmoil.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight to The Dark Knight Rises is 8 years of peace.
The crime rate is down at the start of The Dark Knight.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's still, that's what the Ra's al Ghul there talks about in Begins.
Yeah, is Ra's al Ghul, is he the good guy? Because he plans to, save the city by destroying it?
Sort of.
Okay. Well, so you're just turning into a supervillain.
No.
The greater good outweighs the ends justify the means.
I'm saying that I'm not saying the Joker was a good guy, but I am saying that if you look at
Thanos did nothing wrong.
He didn't, and he's probably right.
Yeah.
He probably knew.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you watch it from Thanos's perspective.
Thanos is the protagonist of Infinity War.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying the Joker is a good guy. I'm saying that if you look at the end result and you look at what he did to the mobs of Gotham, because he doesn't play by their rules. And you look at what
he's playing by a worse set of rules.
No, but I don't think so. Because you look at when he went to the party, he didn't kill anybody. He was looking for Batman, and that's it.
Yeah.
So
he didn't kill anybody there. Are you forgetting about the boat experiment, though? He was planning on blowing up both boats.
But it didn't.
Because Batman stopped him. Batman saved 2 boats of people.
Well, maybe he's just fighting for the soul of Gotham. I don't know.
Yeah. Batman saves Gotham. The Joker didn't plan on... The Joker corrupted Harvey Dent and with the expectation that people would know that.
I don't think so.
Yes.
No.
That's what he's saying. That's what they're talking about when he says, do you think I would leave the soul of the city up to a fist fight with you? Because he has just sent Harvey Dent out to go on a murder spree.
I've got an ace in the hole. No, yeah, I don't think that's about...
It's about... Because then Harvey Dent... The golden face of Gotham is a murderer. That was the Joker's plan.
Yeah, but why would he say that knowing that Batman's going to go try to save Gordon's family?
Well, he doesn't know specifically about Gordon's family. He just knows that Harvey Dent is out there killing people.
Meh.
That's all the Joker knows at that point.
Well, he might not have it. I don't know.
The Joker didn't expect Batman to kill Harvey Dent.
I still think the Joker did more good for Gotham than Batman ever did.
It was inadvertent at best.
Okay.
That does not make him a protagonist. That does not make him in any way
mildly sympathetic.
No.
Yep.
No, I don't think it does.
Yep.
You can't be mildly sympathetic through accidental good.
Yeah, sure you can.
No.
Sure you can.
Sure you could.
Yeah, just like Ken.
Yeah. No, I disagree. I think this theory's dumb.
Nope. I think watch it and then look at what the Joker does and how it's thought through in his actions.
but it's not thought through.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
yes,
not.
it has to be.
If you look at what he would know at that point, no, a lot of this is tangential.
Yeah.
Batman saves everyone in that scene right before they fight. Batman saves everyone because he wants the police to kill a bunch of innocent people. That is what the Joker is doing in that building.
Yeah.
But Batman saves them.
Yeah.
Because he's the protagonist who saves people in that movie.
He's a vigilante.
He's the one who saves people in that movie.
Yeah, but
the Joker does nothing but put people in harm's way and he kills a couple innocent people in that movie.
Or exposes their true colors.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think a person's true colors are represented by, all right, your true colors only come out if I burn half your face off and then taunt you about it a whole bunch. That does not bring out your true colors. That is a perversion of who you are.
I think that's trauma. I think, and not like the left says trauma.
Specifically trauma to corrupt your mind and like fuck you up.
Yeah, but
that's not your true colors.
He could have killed him.
Right.
What
he did was worse.
Yeah. Again, I'm
burning someone in half and then like fucking with them and killing their girlfriend.
Yeah, but
specifically to corrupt them.
He didn't say he didn't plan to burn Harvey alive or half of him, right?
No, I guess he just planned to kill them, and then when that didn't work, he's like, "Oh, I have an even worse idea."
Well,
fuck this guy.
He gave Batman the choice.
What choice?
The choice of who to save. Where's the girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and he saved, Harvey Dent or whatever.
Yeah, because he believed the Joker, which should have been his first inclination of like, meh, probably don't listen to what he says and do the opposite.
Right.
But still think the movie's more nuanced than Rises.
Sure.
Like there's no gray area in Rises.
I have not seen Rises since the theater.
Oh, okay.
2012. It's been 10 years.
All I'm saying about The Dark Knight is if you zoom out and look at big picture Gotham, it's better off because of what the Joker did.
But not because of what he did or his intention.
Yes, he crippled the mob. He did that. And then through Harvey Dent made sure that they never came back. All the corruption through Gotham. The Joker is not dishonest. He's a liar.
No, he is dishonest. He lies all the time.
No, here he's in his efforts. He's not dishonest. He doesn't like corruption. He doesn't. There is no sympathy for corruption.
Yeah,
and that's what he rids. That's what he rids Gotham of. And so you get the crappy police commissioner, and then Jim Gordon steps in. So you look at where you are at the end of The Dark Knight.
Okay, but then the Joker sends Harvey Dent to murder Jim Gordon and his family.
Would you say that the Joker facilitated most of what happened in The Dark Knight? Or at least played an instrumental
he's a catalytic
role?
factor. Yeah, but
okay.
But that does not, just because the movie ends with a net good does not make it the fault or responsibility of that character.
But what I'm saying is that what he actually did do, the Joker did, actually helped Gotham more than Batman or the police ever did.
No, because everything the Joker said, if Batman wasn't there, everything the Joker would have set up would have like killed innocent people.
Right, but because he played Batman. I have to think that because he knew. Yes, because you look at how he talked about Lau in the beginning when he's talking to the mob bosses. He knew what Lau was going to do, and he knew what Batman was going to do. The Joker knew that. It was predictable.
The Joker
to the Joker, not to anyone else. Apparently,
plan is to replace the mob with like anarchy and to make the people kill each other. That's the Joker's plan.
I don't think so.
That's what the boat experiment is.
I don't think so. I think you think he's crazy. I don't think
He is crazy.
No, he says it. He goes, "No, I'm not." He knows what he has to do.
Knowing what you're doing is wrong does not preclude you from being crazy.
No, but what I'm saying is that he knew this was a thought out plan. It wasn't a
Yes.
spur of the moment. It wasn't just chaos, like he says. It was.
No, I don't think his plans. He plans terrible things
Yeah, for the heart of Gotham.
to make it worse.
The soul.
Yes, that's what he's doing.
I don't think. How would it have made it worse? It was already crap.
If Batman didn't save the people in that building, the story would be a bunch of cops killed a bunch of innocent people. That's what he was doing in that building. You can't just because I'm disproving your theory.
No, because it's not disproving. Just because he's trying to throw because it's all for Batman, right? That's kind of the whole thing with the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
It all filters through Batman
because he wants to also corrupt and destroy Batman.
Right, but if you look at what he did, he gets rid of Batman. Batman retires.
Okay.
Harvey Dent is cast as a hero.
But no, that was all in that. None of that could have been included in the Joker's plan.
I don't know.
Those are all the results of Batman's actions.
Yeah, which the Joker knew he would do.
No, there's no way he would know that.
Yes.
There's no way he would know that Harvey Dent was going to be in this building with Jim Gordon's family.
He did. He
did
know. Yes,
he did not know
him there.
No, he didn't. I'm trying to remember how Batman found him, but like the Joker wasn't like he's at this building because he doesn't know. After the hospital scene, Harvey Dent is acting of his own accord.
All I'm saying is the good that the Joker did.
No.
Yes.
Not the Joker.
Yes.
No, everything the Joker did was destructive.
And the Joker destroyed the mob, which
as well as other shit. He was just destructive.
Yeah.
He was a destructive force that caught up some bad people in his destructive
But if you
way.
look at what was destroying Gotham was the corruption in the mob. Okay. And really, Batman, the masked vigilante who had impersonators of him putting themselves in harm's way.
Right, which Batman stopped.
Yeah, but who says there's not going to be more? He said it.
Right, there is going to be more.
Right. So that's not good for Gotham.
Well, you have to look at a net good.
I thought you said we don't have to look at a net good.
I'm also looking at intentions. Intentions matter.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Not in a fictional scenario.
You're saying intention, it's not the intent, it's the impact. That's what you're saying?
I think his intention would be skewed, and that you have to look at the actual what he actually did, because
you're saying the ends always justify the means.
No, but what I am saying is that if he intended to cripple the mob because he doesn't want them there or whatever, and he wanted to hurt the mob, okay, his intention is to destroy it. Great.
Who?
The Joker. So who cares what his intention is if it was beneficial for Gotham?
I'm saying over the course of the movie, he does more bad things than good things. He does only bad things.
So you're sympathetic towards all of the criminals?
No, the criminals are already backpedaling because of Batman.
No, they're not.
That's the point. That's why they're at meeting during the day. That's the point of that starting scene. All they discuss before the Joker shows up is the Batman fucking up their operations.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter.
That's why Lau's taking their money to China.
Right, but it doesn't solve that problem.
It's on its way to.
No.
You don't think like that Lau taking their money to China was a symptom of Batman fucking up their operations?
Oh, sure, it could have been, but it doesn't help Gotham.
Are you saying it's just not fast enough?
No,
the quicker way is just to kill all of them?
Yeah.
But that's
the mob. Yeah.
Okay, but you can't just kill everybody.
Well,
for breaking the law. That's why we have laws.
Yeah, but they weren't even. No. See, you think that there's no corruption there, and that's what it all was.
There is corruption there.
They were in that they talk about that they were able to put away the low level guys, but they couldn't get the head honchos, and that was the issue.
Right, which they were working on. Like
to no avail.
Yet,
yeah,
but like the criminals were clearly like being pushed back. It was a process.
Nah, not really. I think they were growing.
The criminals, the way they were talking about it was like, our shit's getting all fucked up. Yeah. They weren't saying, it doesn't matter about the Batman. Business is better than ever.
And there was still a corrupt police force, and Gotham was still in chaos, even before the Joker.
But the crime rate was down.
Yeah, but these high level guys weren't going anywhere.
Yet he was working. Yeah. They had a plan, and the Joker fucked it up.
Yeah, showed how Harvey Dent's true colors came out. Shouldn't have been named Harvey Dent. Turns out that's Two-Face.
Those aren't his true colors. You can't say I don't think a person's true colors are reflective of their worst things after like trauma, torture, and
I do. I actually think you are the sum of your worst parts.
No.
Yeah.
No, who you are is who you are on a day-to-day basis.
When the chips are up? Nah.
No, because
you are who you are when the chips are down.
I think specifically in this movie, Harvey Dent is specifically targeted, burned, and then manipulated
because of all of the corruption in the police force
by the Joker to do terrible things.
Technically, he got burned because of Batman.
No.
Yeah.
The Joker put him in that room.
Well,
and he fell into the oil that the Joker put there and was burned by the bomb the Joker put there. He would have been dead if Batman wasn't.
You want to pull strings? I mean, he shouldn't have fallen over like a moron.
You're right. It's Harvey Dent's fault.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's his true colors. He's a fucking clumsy klutz.
Victim blaming. I'm just saying, net positive for the Joker. Meh.
No.
He doesn't kill anybody at the party. He messes around with people,
but he kills other people throughout the movie.
Yeah, pretty bad guys.
No, not just bad guys.
Mostly bad guys.
He also kills other people.
I'm not arguing that he was right. I'm arguing that the positive impact that he eventually brought.
No, because you don't know how. If Harvey Dent was allowed to just be a good DA, I think he could have done more good than.
Yeah, but he was having trouble too, and they were trying to kill Harvey Dent.
But they were working on it. The intent matters.
We only have 2 hours to watch a movie, though. Come on.
Yeah. And it's a movie about Batman, who's the protagonist.
Yeah, because the movie's called Batman: The Dark Knight.
Right. One of your claims at the start of this was that the Joker was the protagonist, which he's not.
I do. I think if you look at a protagonist through a lens of who does the most,
that's never the definition of a protagonist.
I think so.
It's not. The protagonist is the main character. That's all the protagonist is.
Well,
because you can be a bad guy and be a protagonist.
You can definitely argue that the Joker's the protagonist of The Dark Knight, if that's the definition.
No, he's got 20 minutes of screen time in a 2.5-hour movie.
Well, there's a lot of characters.
Yeah.
But his impact is felt throughout.
Because he's the antagonist.
Depends on where your view lies.
No.
I'm not saying what he did was good, but what I am saying is that his ultimate end good, end net positive.
I think
good.
All of the net good is brought by Batman and Jim Gordon.
You could argue Jim Gordon after the fact, after The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can argue it for during The Dark Knight. He really has no power during The Dark Knight. He doesn't do anything.
Oh, he's doing shit.
Sort of.
Fakes his death so he can get the Joker.
Which was kind of the whole part of Joker's plan to get caught.
Which that brings, remember when we started on this conversation about plot contrivances?
Well, yeah, that's
one of the biggest ones in the movie. You know what? You know what all of this has taught me? Dark Knight's a fucking terrible movie.
It is entertaining as shit, though.
It's good. I don't know. It's good, but you're wrong. You're wrong.
No.
This. You're wrong.
I'm not saying I'm right, but I'm also not saying I'm wrong. But what I am saying
you're
is next time you watch The Dark Knight, keep a little tally. Good for Batman?
No, because I just saw it the other day. I know. I remember the movie scene by scene.
Good
You're
for
wrong.
Batman? Bad for Batman. Good for the Joker? Bad for the Joker.
There's no good for the Joker.
Eh,
There's no good for the Joker. None.
I think there's quite a bit, actually.
Disagree.
I think he leaves the city in a better place. He's fighting for the soul of Gotham.
To corrupt it. That is
It's already-
every one of his plans is about corrupting some shit.
Why would you already corrupt something that's already corrupt?
To corrupt something that's good.
It's not good. Gotham's a shithole.
No, but
That's the point.
So these like Harvey Dent and these figures who are trying to make things better, those are who he's trying to corrupt.
None of this fucking matters.
The mob is just the ends to the means of corrupting Batman and Harvey Dent.
All I'm saying
Those are his only goals.
Post Joker era, you get 8 years apiece up until Bane.
Right, because of Batman and Jim Gordon.
They're still hunting Batman.
Right, which is the point. Okay.
Agree to disagree.
No, you're wrong.
Nope.
All right.
This has been your weekly Do Something TV.
Where we argue about the Dark Knight for an hour.
Fuck yeah.
The way it should be.
Thanos was right.
Thanos was right. I think we can all agree that Thanos has a net positive.
Well, he has relatable motives, whereas like the Joker's just a psychopath.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, but I
Okay, good. All right, bye.
no. Net positive. Net positive.
No.
Batman did nothing but cause harm and destruction. Christian Bale sucks.
Well, we can agree on that.